Welcome to Footprints of Happiness. I'm Ingina. I'm so glad you are here as we start to explore these cherished memories, meaningful stories, and little moments that fill our lives with joy and purpose. What is your first memory of feeling pure happiness? What does happiness truly mean to you? These are just some of the questions we will explore together in Footprints of Happiness. Today is a special day. It marks the very first episode and the first step in turning this dream into reality. I am truly happy that my good friend Sofie has agreed to take the first footsteps in this journey together with me. Let's turn our ideas into reality, bringing happiness to ourselves and others. So let's begin Footprints of Happiness and remember, reflect, and be reminded of the joy in our lives. What is happiness for you? What it means?
I think it was really interesting because you told me about this project of yours just 2 weeks ago, and it started make me think really about happiness, and it's not something that you go around and think about every day, I guess. But yeah, I just felt like, oh, this is something, because there's so much seriousness in the world, and we are trying to develop and be better at things, and everything. So we just need to stop up, I think, and think about what is truly happiness. And so I have done that. Okay. And try to think about it. And for me, I think it's of course a feeling that you get when something happens, and I think it's I'm trying to explain the feeling for myself, and I think it's somewhere between joy, of course, you feel joy, and then contentment. It's just something that sinks into your heart, maybe, and warmth. Yeah, I think warmth. You just feel it inside, and so I think you have to be conscious. That's how I felt, because I felt happiness a few times during my adult life, at least that I can feel, okay, this is happiness, now I feel happy, and then I've been conscious about this feeling. And so, is that the answer to your question?
No, for me, it's as well. It's some kind of feeling that is inside, and so the happiness is more inside than outside. It's the outside is situations, what is happening in all this, and I feel that the outside can help to make the happiness inside. For example, when I see the happy people, I can start to feel happy as well. When you feel the real, true happiness, then, for example, how I came to the idea about this project was because of my lecture. I was invited to give a guest lecture at the university where I'm working, and I prepared lectures, and I love to give the presentations, as you know, and it was that before the lecture you need to somehow pump you up with some emotions, something. So and one of the approaches is to look for some good emotions. So what I did, just really the last 10 minutes or before giving the lecture, was I was watching the voice blind auditions when they are singing, and in a YouTube you can see these blind auditions when they are singing, and then you see the people who came with the singers, and when the chair is turning, how happy these family members are, and this is, for me, it's like it's a true happiness. It's like it's not artificial, that is somehow made. And then I was watching from different countries, and you can see that there's really different people are reacting in different ways. So, and that was giving me, we need to talk about the happiness.
Yes.
And it's so cool feeling. So that is the idea how I came up that okay, let's talk about the happiness.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's a good thing you mentioned there when you see other people like seeing you or recognizing you or for what you like to do and they bring you joy and that is something that it's probably impossible to feel happiness when you're around people that you care about and yeah.
What is your recent happiness? What is your moment?
Like mainly this is when I feel happy or I don't know but when I try to come up with some moments they are mainly outside really for example yeah but when we walk in nature I can be alone or I can be with my family or friends but it's just something with the atmosphere maybe, or I don't know, just because you use all your senses, right? When you are outside, you feel and you smell and you and you're just with people that you care about. So I just remember this one time. Well, that was last year. I think me and my husband were going camping. With a tent in the mountains, just right up where we live, and just from the moment that I started walking with big backpacks and everything was heavy, and I just knew that okay, I'm gonna enjoy this, and so I don't know, I just felt happiness for like I was so conscious about that feeling really. And I was happy that we finally did it. We were able to be by ourselves, and yeah, it was the first time I've been camping like that. So yeah, that was one moment that I was just I'm gonna remember this trip and I'm gonna remember this moment.
But was it the moment when you started, or was it the moment through or at the end, or can you just catch when it started, when the happiness started, or it started afterwards when you were starting to analyze it?
Yeah, no, it was in that moment really. So, because always when I've been going hiking and up the mountains, it's been a hassle, because you are exhausted and everything. So, so the first time you feel joy really is when you come up and you see everything. And but I just right then and there I decided I think that I'm gonna enjoy each and every moment of this. But of course, when we came up and it was such a beautiful day and night and everything, but I think it all just. I remember I had trouble sleeping actually that night because I was just over the top with everything. And I remember I even asked Joachim, do you know a time when you just felt happiness? Lycka, and you're like, oh, what? Why are you asking me this? And I'm like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm not sure if I told him that, but I just felt it, and so I remember that. But that was like a whole episode, and there's not always happiness, true happiness for a bunch of hours or so. But so I don't know if it's something that you can plan for or really know that okay, this is when I know that I will be feeling happy, but it's just something that shows up, and I think it has a lot to do with just contentment, and you just feel relaxed and.
I think it's a really important word that you mentioned is this consciousness. You understand in this moment, because I can tell you, I feel happy in this moment as well because we are talking, we are recording, and everything is working. And let's hope it's working. And we have pushed the recording button. And but it's somehow so good that it feels good. When we talk, where do you feel? Is it like a special place in your body that you feel, oh, I feel my happiness is here, I feel my happiness is here. Oh, I'm touching a microphone again. Do you feel?
Yes. Well, I would like to say my entire body, but I think mostly it's you feel it in your heart.
It's in that region.
Yeah. Don't you agree?
Yeah, somehow it's, if I need to show as well, it's like there.
Yeah. That's
And somehow it's just if I need to point.
Yeah. But of course you feel like this
tingling,
in your entire body, really. So, but yeah, that is a very nice feeling.
But talking about this happiness, when preparing for a lecture, I was looking for these moments. So just to pump me up with a lot of happy moments to see how the people are really reacting and their eyes are glowing, and it's like you really feel that they are truly happy. And by the way, Norwegians were really, if you compare Americans and Norwegians, they were really not showing so much emotions as Americans. It was not surprised. But even when I was watching some episodes from the Voice of Norwegian, you see that there are some movements that even the movement is showing that they are happy. That it was like, and it's like it's a different way. I think it's a culture, of course, how you are supposed to be happy.
Yeah, that's true. Because always we hear sometimes like people going through life searching for happiness, and so that is not something that I think Norwegians grow up like talking about. I don't know. Maybe it's only me and my family, but we don't. Oh, are you happy now? Are you happy? Or what do you want to grow up to be happy? Or some people dream about their wedding and getting a husband and kids, or a big house or anything. So, yeah, I don't know. That's I've never been dreaming like that, trying to accomplish something to be happy. But have you?
No, I was not doing for being happy, not like this. But I have dreamed about the big house and husband and kids and all this, and that one I have dreamed. I have done it. So, the feeling and but I don't think that you can prepare yourself for happiness. No, you can prepare. Can you prepare yourself for happiness?
I'm not sure.
Because if I'm, for example, I knew that in this lecture, when I was giving lecture, I will enjoy it. I will be happy because I have been in that position. And when I was doing the second time, I was asked to do it one more time for the other group of the students. So, and that's like when I was preparing myself for happiness, because I knew that I will really enjoy it. And at the end, when the teacher told that, we could see that you are burning for it. Then I said, okay.
Yeah.
Then they have seen my happiness.
I think that,
and in a way that, it's visible.
Oh yeah, I think, we need that recognition as well.
Yeah. But how you recognize? Okay, how would you say that? Oh, you look happy. Inguna, you look happy. What would give me up?
Eyes, maybe, like sparkling eyes and smiles, of course. But there's happiness, true happiness, and then there's joy. Joy is also a really good.
But what would be the difference for you? What is a joy and what is a happiness?
I think it has to do with that contentment that I was talking about, like peace of mind or something as well. Like this feels right, this feels, just truly good. Because joy, I don't know, it's hard to explain really, but
could be something related to the how long it is, that it could be zips of joy, and
maybe
longer when you start to recognize it, it starts to become as a happiness.
Yeah, I think so. We also talked about how you are conscious, or conscious about the feeling, because I feel that that's the recent years that I've like talked about what makes me really happy, and how can I be happy, and it's not something that I need in my life really, because I feel very grateful, and I early found my partner, now my husband, and I have 2 kids, and a job that I like, and house, family, everything is there. But I think I also needed that relaxed feeling, or just being happy with myself, really, like inside, just I don't know if I've always searched for something or just weren't. There's a lot of things that you can, just a feeling that something wasn't right, maybe. And so when you start working or thinking about what's missing, or what I should do to I don't find the words really, but I think that is something that I've been figuring out the last years, and that at least that's how I feel more happiness now than earlier.
Okay, if you mentioned that earlier, what is your first memory about being happy? What is coming in mind?
Yeah, what comes to mind? I remember, because that's just small pictures, you know. Yeah.
Just,
I remember I used to step on my grandpa's feet and dancing. So he held my hands, and I was standing on his feet, and then we were dancing like this, and I have these pictures. I look down to my feet, and then I look up, and I'll just see this big smile on his face, you know. So I don't know. It's just but I think that was like, oh, this is so nice, and it was both a feeling of the music and just he holding me, but also that he sees me, and this is a moment that we share together, I think. So that was a very good memory, and something that I still remember really. And some other things, they're just the images that comes up, but I see myself sitting in a big grass, or with all these purple flowers. I don't know if you've seen, but it's weed really, but they are just pretty little purple flowers. And I remember me and my friends, we used to go out and then making these really big flower bouquets. And I also I used to just sit there and pick them. Yeah, thank you. And probably just humming for myself as well. So and I think that was a moment that just full relaxation, being outside, and yeah. So
it's so interesting when you are describing. You're using so different. How to say the touch, the look. There is the description. You did it like I could picture you. When you were discussing me, I was really like
cool.
picturing you even more with standing and dancing with your grandpa. It's like, and it's even thinking now back. I have this the feeling that how infectious is this happiness. When you were, for example, right now, when you were just discussing and describing it, it really made me happy. And this is really the pure reason to make these kind of talks, that we are just sharing, reminding ourselves about the happy moments, and we are just like hopefully infecting others that they are feeling in this moment. They felt this amazing feeling that I could really picture you. In a way, that's so cool.
That's very cool. Yeah. Do you have any memories like that?
Yeah. If I need to just to add some extra things, and I remember that. I was living in Jelgava. I'm from Latvia. So, and it's my grandfather had a really big, let's call it a garden with roses. And my grandma was taking them and selling them in Riga. So every morning, or from time to time in the mornings, she was taking the train to Riga, and then she was coming back. And in that time, the ice cream was not very popular. And even the ice cream on this wooden stick with the chocolate around, that was not so popular. So you couldn't buy in whatever shop. And I remember that when, from time to time, in the summer, when we had the school holidays and we were living with her, when she was coming back from selling the roses, she would buy the ice cream in Riga. She will wrap it in her woolen jacket and bring it, and I can tell you the taste of this, almost the ice cream was still in the shape of ice cream and all this, but you could feel it. It's melted. It's really, but the taste of that melted ice cream, that is something that I still remember. And I was like, that was so good. And this is, again, these are, like you are saying, these small zips of memories that are just coming, and that was something amazing, just to remember the taste. And no, today we can buy whatever ice cream in the shops, but that taste is, that was a special
cool
one.
That you still remember.
Melted. So nice. These it brings back to some really nice feeling. And again, it's right now, even talking right now, it feels really good here. It's amazing. But if we need to, for example, compare the happiness that you remember in childhood and the happiness today, has it changed? Has it somehow changed somehow? What do you think?
Maybe the consciousness around it, because I don't think I thought right there and then, now I'm happy. This is so So maybe back then it was more just a feeling, or but the feeling is the same, I think. I think so. Yeah.
Still this warm.
Yeah, the warm, and gives you true pleasure.
If I would say that, okay, could you come up with something that that small things that could make others people happy? Could you come with something? Do you have any idea? Some sample that you could give? How we make others happy?
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I think it's nice to just do small things that you know that will make them happy. Just it could be it could be a small thing that you know that they like, if it's chocolate or if it's flowers or just a small gesture, I think. Or
Did you remember the Secret Santa that
yes,
we had at the office?
We're doing it this year as well.
So and that was a small happy moment.
Yes, it is. That's true.
And there was you could see the creativity level of different people, how they were. So so for those who have no idea what it means, Secret Santa, we can explain a bit that we were working in the same company, and we were in the committee of social activity organization, let's call it, social activities, and we need to come up with the plan. So, and we came up with that for Christmas we need to have the Secret Santa. So we went out with a list who would like to participate, and then we had quite a lot of people. So, and then we used the system, that the computer that would pair the people. So
it's a good system.
So you don't know this. Yeah, the system was good. But my husband was helping to make it, so no one could figure out, and I was the only one who was even trying to forget who was so no one can get out who is the person who is Secret Santa. So and then we went, and then the question. Then we had 1 week, something like that. 1 week that you could do some nice things, and then it was. There was sometimes it was really happy. You could see that the person is just like glowing. Oh my God, he came up with this idea.
I know. And some people like did the most incredible things. And so it brought so much joy to the whole office, really.
Yeah, and it was you were making like the idea was to make one happy, but at the end you made like everyone around happy because they were really enjoying that. Okay, that's creativity and that's fun, and it's again to see other people happy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
About the small. Sorry.
No, I just thought about what you were saying right there. When you see people really enjoying something, if it's something they're very good at, or it brings so much joy to the rest that are that see this moment. So
it's the other thing that we did at office was this påskerally. When the people were running it, and then the kids were even involved, and then you see that they are so eager to find it and how they find it. Yeah, we did it, and who will be the first one and all this. So
that's true. That's very good.
If I'm thinking about small things, for example, when I was driving, it was some days ago, when I was driving and I was thinking, I will, and there is in some situations you have that you could let out some car, but you need to stop the whole flow that is. And now I have really understood that I like to stop. I like to let the person out because you're giving a bit of happiness for him. You're just letting him out, and he, in a way, feels good. Yeah. Feels happy. Oh, thanks God. Now I can turn out, and now I can drive out and enjoy the day, or continue there. Not like just who will let me out and all this.
Yeah, that's true.
This is very small.
Yeah. And just I thought about this the other day when you're holding the door for someone. Because you automatically get a smile, and then you smile back, and so it's just such an easy thing to do.
You see?
To just bring some joy for you both, and
so these are again these small things that is making people happy or joyful or enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
So
that's true. One of my favorite things You know, Plutti Pott. We were talking about seeing other people joyful or happy, and so every Christmas, or the last 6 years, I think, we have gone to Plutti Pott. And so my daughter, she loves the show, and also my son now, he's 6, so he's seen it a couple of times. What I was thinking is I just love, my favorite part is the last part of the show, when, you know, when they are all on stage and clapping and just each...
Bowing?
Yeah, but everyone is, they take one-on-one group. First it's this type of nissa. I don't know, yeah.
How do you call, Darta, how do you call nissa in English?
You know, yeah, the gnomes, they're the different different kinds of gnomes in the show. So they're clapping for each and every one, and the ones, and I just feel that they accomplished this show, you know. So you see that they're so proud, everyone, and you just feel the proud parents sitting in the room. So it's such a good feeling to sit there and see.
So then there is a happy people on the stage.
Yeah.
And then there is happy people sitting and watching other happy people.
I know.
There is a lot of happy people, I bet.
Yeah.
But we need to explain a bit, because I guess there will be some people who doesn't know this Puti. What was the name of it?
Plutti Pott.
What is it?
Yeah, it's a Christmas show that I think it's around all of Norway. And it's been for many years. I remember when I was a kid, the show was on, and so now it's here in Ålesund. It's in Parken Kulturhus, and it's what's it called? It's the theater group here in Ålesund that puts it up. And the costumes, I know it's a big production really for the theater, and it's really, really popular, both to be in it as actresses and actors and actresses, but also to get tickets to see it. So it's something for the entire family.
We never did it.
No?
No.
No.
We were too late, or there was something else that when the kids were small, we never managed to get the tickets.
No, because you have to be there at this date at 10 o'clock, and you just have to sit there and order the tickets if you're lucky, and then
I think we are out of
but
this
it's
age group.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would never imagine my 15 and 16-year-old the kids to take to the Puti.
Maybe not. No, but my daughter is 11 now, and she still thinks this is. But of course, it's become a tradition for her. I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tradition. Do you have some tradition that is in your family that you think it's funny?
Well, around Christmas we've at least we try to do it every year, because it started with my grandmother. She always do these cookies for Christmas, and then so my mom and my aunts, and now me and my cousins, and also our kids, we try to come together and make these cookies. So my grandma is not alive anymore, but we try to keep up this tradition, and so that's a nice thing. But other than that, we do not really have very many traditions, really. So
what comes in my mind is for example, when in our family someone is having a birthday, in the last few years we ended up that we took over the tradition that my brother was doing in his family. So we are eating the birthday cake in the breakfast.
Oh,
so
yes.
you are going with a breakfast. No, that is like everyone else. So the one who is having, for example, my son recently had a birthday. So we really quietly in the morning coming up. So okay, you're up. Okay, we need to give.
Yes.
So we're having some presents, and then we're having a cake, and then we are singing a song, and then we have this giving the presents, and then blowing the candle and all this, and then we are eating in a breakfast the cake.
Yeah.
So this year, my son was up for the Oreo cake.
Oh, okay.
It was so sweet. Can you imagine that to start the day with Oreo? But that is the tradition that is really.
We actually do something similar.
Yeah?
But only the cake is only for the birthday girl or boy.
Yeah.
And put a candle, and then we have to make sure that everyone so we don't wake him or her up.
True.
But and then we bring presents, and then we have it all in bed. So it's really nice. Yeah.
We had in my family when I was the kid. We had a bit different tradition. We had a tradition to wait until 12, because in 12 you officially are having a birthday, so you can get the presents.
Yeah.
So it was like you're trying to get to be up until 12 to be the one who is getting it. And then we ended up that, okay, someone in a family is trying to still be up to be able to wake everyone other up. So at 12 o'clock, 12:00, we are giving a present. And then later, when we were not living with my parents together, then we did that. We are calling at 12 o'clock. So you still keep the same tradition that it's at 12 o'clock. You are the one who is saying happy birthday or something like that. So
That's cool.
It's traditions. I was just thinking about the funny, still a funny everyday like tradition is that somehow I have no idea how we came up, but when we are entering in our house, we are saying kukuruku. So everyone, when the kids or my husband or even me, when we are opening the door, we are just like kukuruku, and then everyone who is at home is replying kukuruku. I have no idea where it come from, but right now I'm really like, I really like to hear it, and it makes me in a way happy to hear that, oh, someone is replying to my kukuruku. So I had a colleague at when I was working in a ward, and that colleague is now working at NTNU, and he has the most craziest, coolest laugh that I have heard, and he is the one who is laughing, and then many people around here, and it's
That's
you know, it's like even it makes you in that moment. It's just like, oh, he's at office. That's cool, and it's like, so that is my idea that one day I will have him as a guest in my place, so others as well could hear what I'm talking about. But that when I will leave for the next time, I will not say the name. So, and then we will just cut this small episode when we were talking about him, that was the person that I was talking about. Cool. So, but there is the people who are just, they're laughing, and when they're laughing, it's infectious in a way, and it's just like at least you smile a bit. It's not like a long happiness, what you say, but it's like a nice feeling of being part of.
Yeah, it's true, and I think some people are just, and maybe it's something about getting older as well. You just are more content, and you don't need the big things to make you happy. You see happiness in the small things every day.
And
so
Norway nature is giving so many opportunities to feel happy in best moment. When the sun is going down and the mountains and the fjords and the color of the sky, it's like, oh, that's amazing. And you know, the moments when the kids are saying, "Mom, look out! What a beautiful colors!" And it's like, whoo! I'm recognizing it. My kids are recognizing it. It's so cool feeling that, yeah. So again, it's nature is giving us, but you need to see it.
Yeah, you need to see it.
You need to recognize.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that there is a lot of possibilities to feel the joy and happiness if we are just looking and really trying to understand. Yes, in this moment,
I think you say there, like, just be in the moment and. Just dare to look inside also to see how you feel, and then.
I think in many moments, if we need to describe it, I feel happy, even though I'm not showing it and all this, but I feel content. I feel, yes, this is as well this kind of emotion that is part of the happy life. By the way, these are the real footprints of the happy moments in your life. So you have some pictures where you had some good, you felt happy. So what are these? What is some pictures?
Some pictures, yeah. I brought some pictures with me and my family, both going, one of the pictures is when we are standing in front of a Harry Potter world, you know, in London. We were there this spring, and my daughter had for a long time just really wanted to go there. And I'm also a big Harry Potter fan, so it was just so cool to be there and experience this with her and also the entire family. So that was one picture, and then I also brought another one, or maybe a few, where we are outdoors, just happy moments when we are out being together in nature, and we just see that everyone is smiling, at least when we get there. It's not every time that they are so happy when we are going.
I think in Norway it's the big thing, going out for hiking. It's like a crazy, like everyone is going every weekend that you need to be, and then you have these special treats with you. Either it's the quick lunch or it will be some orange.
Yeah. At least during Easter, and that's true. And maybe that's also something that I've discovered when I'm grown up, and also try to bring this with my kids. But it's also I have to remember sometimes that it's not really like getting there. We have to get to this mountaintop, or that is the important thing. The most important thing is just being outside and being together. So sometimes I just need to stop. Okay, my kids are tired. We didn't walk that long, but maybe they stopped to play with some rocks, or I know there was some times when my son, he's 6, and for a while he was just really into spaceships. So there was this big rocks outside where I live, and there's a big rocks, and he likes us to play spaceships. So we climb up on the rocks, and then there's always, he just finds these things that are, the how we will get there and everything. So so I just sometimes I just have to, okay, we are not getting further, but this is okay. This is also a very good moment to be in. So
enjoy it.
Just enjoy the moment, really.
What more of pictures you have?
So another picture I brought from work actually, and this is also something that I try to think of when what brings me joy and what brings me happiness really in the days. So this one picture is from the company where I work. Had a 20 years anniversary for 2 years ago, yeah. And so we all were gathered in Åndalsnes, close to here, with all the employees and also their partners. So we were, like 70 people gathered up on Eggen. It's a restaurant up, and you have to take a gondol. Yeah. Up, and we did just such a beautiful day, and so we also did this presentation of the entire history of the company. So I sat there with 3 of the people or employees that has been there from the start, and they were telling about the early days and just like going through some of the milepæls, like the milestones. That's from the company. And so I just remember, I'm not sure if I like, okay, this is happiness for me, but afterwards I thought it was such a good moment, because first of all, I think everyone sitting there just felt proud to be a part of this company, because so much has happened during these 20 years. And also I could see, it was cool to see the people that were talking about it and has experienced everything. And also I felt like I was a big part of it, because I was the one telling and asking them questions and just trying to help them talk about it. So yeah, it was a really cool moment for me. And also I just feel these type of moments when you feel a part of something and you are several people like making something a result, or something that you see other people also appreciate. That is a really good feeling. So yeah.
As I was a part of the ones who were sitting and enjoying, I was proud
that's good.
of being on this company. And that time I really can say that I could feel that you were in your right place and you were just like glowing and doing something that you really liked.
Yeah.
So we could see it from
that's
true.
Yeah.
So what could we suggest to others? How they could feel a bit happier? Do you have any idea?
Well, at least what we're talking about now, just try to stop up and feel the moment really, and look around you, and of course see nature and the wonders that are there. But also for me it has been so important to just get to know myself, really, to dare to look inside and just figure out what do I like, what kind of person am I. So I don't know if we are good enough to discover that, or maybe it's just me that has discovered this later in life. But to me, it's been just crucial to stop and get to know myself, really.
If you would have one wish about the happiness, what would it be?
I just think about what I just said, and I just hope that people can be content with who they are, really, and try to not look at what everyone else has or are doing or everything, but just get to know themselves and see there's so much within us, really, that I think will leave us content with both what we have, but also what could be. So, that's one wish, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that we will have more and more these episodes where we can share, different people can share these special moments, like your memories and all this. And it was, I still live in this dancing with you. So, and one more idea is a bit of maybe sometimes to focus on the professions. So to show, as a scientist, a researcher, I have the hypothesis in mind.
Yeah.
I had that. I believe that there is, for each of the profession, you can find the right person who can feel happy, whatever position it is. Either it's
so.
working in the shop or working in the factory, or you can find the person who is enjoying and is happy. So my big goal is to find these people who feel really happy at their profession and show to the world that there is many different professions, and in each of them you can find one, at least one, who is super duper happy.
Yes.
So, and also with this podcast, I hope that we will show to the world a bit of the Ålesund, as we are in Ålesund now. It's a beautiful city in Norway. I think this year it was the one where the most cruise ships were visiting.
Oh.
So at least for tourists, it has been a big attraction point. And I'm really thankful to Minuti, the Feminuti, that is the place where we are doing the podcast. They have not only good coffee and extremely fine pastry, but also some good pizza, pasta, and other stuff that is really tasty. And
cool
by tasty, you can really have some happy moments enjoying the food here. So I can really suggest to come and try it out, and we see where we go. Okay, Sofie, so I just want to say a huge thank you for being my first guest. You know, the first ones are the ones that you remember, I would say. So I will remember, I will continue to be reminded.
Yeah. It's been a really good experience. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the talk about the footprints of happiness, and you're looking forward for the next ones that will be in the next episodes, and see you then. Like Norwegians are saying, ha det.
Ha det.